Hello, everyone. I'm Duchess DJ Love, founder of gallivantinglikearoyal.com and the host of two YouTube channels, Gallivanting Like a Royal and Duchess DJ Love. Duchess DJ Love is my how-to channel to teach you how to have money, how to travel on a budget, how to see the world and explore without breaking the bank, give you some money mindset, how to have the money to do these tools, dementia caregiving tips, because I go through this daily with my mom, Lady Lexi. In this episode, though, we're talking about 10 necessary steps to create a great YouTube video, one that will get you to 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers easily. So this is what we're discussing today. The 10 necessary steps to create a great YouTube video. Now, have you wondered how to do that? Have you wondered how to create and upload that perfect YouTube video? Well, guess what? We're going to discuss that today. Now, you might think about what are the things I need to know when I'm creating a video, or what do I need to focus on? That is important, because you got to do some planning to have that great video. So first of all, you research and choose your topic and your target audience that you want that message to go out to. Then you got to plan your video content, and you want to know where to pause, where to show maybe something catchy to keep the attention, because our attention spans are short. So we got to work on that video content to know with the timing. Also, you got to choose the right recording and editing tools. I'll touch on that. And you get ready to shoot. Prepare your stage, prepare your background, prepare you physically and mentally on what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. Then you got to edit your YouTube video and improve it. And you watch it and you critique it. Oh, I could have said this a little bit better. I could have done this here. I paused too long there, which I like to pause to give you a chance to think about what I've just said and catch up with me, because sometimes I talk 90 miles an hour. I just go. So this is just my normal way of communicating. And we got to optimize our videos for the SEO. That's just, got to make sure the search engine can find them, optimize those. And we want to craft catchy titles and descriptions, something that makes you stand out from the other 1,000 videos that might be on the same topic. Why is yours better? Let's tell people and hook them in the beginning. And then you got to take into account the YouTube specs and requirements that they require us, and the channel things that we have to go by. We'll touch on that as well. Design a great YouTube thumbnail. I think the thumbnail is important. For me personally, when I'm scrolling through, if that thumbnail catches my eye, then I'll read the title, see what the title says. Then if the title catches my description too, I'll read the description and say, okay, do I want to go and look at this a little bit? So these are just things to think about. Upload your YouTube video and share it. Now, let me tell you a little bit more before we move on to about your YouTube video and sharing it, which I'll touch on again, but I think that's important to talk about right now. Let's say that you have a very high definition 4K video. Well, it may take a while to upload. So if you want to show it within the next hour or two, I highly recommend against that, because even though it may say it's processing in the background or it's complete, it may still take a few hours for YouTube to finally have everything up and running so that your video is high quality. So give yourself, I would say, at least 24 hours before you want it to be shown, to give it time for everything to upload, to get the high quality definition, that thing. And then before you share it to people, give it 24 to 48 hours for YouTube to show it off to people that's watching the content or searching for something that you're talking about before you share it with your audience, all your social media people. Again, that will help with the views. Now, the next slide is the easy part. We got to click on that movie camera up here to begin creating our video, and then you'll select the video that you want to upload. Okay, and this is where it is. You can just search for it on your desktop and put it in there, and you see I got one for me there that I wanted to show off. Moving right along. Now, this is the part where you need to start paying attention at. So let's talk about that. Remember I said that it's uploading and it could take a while? This is what I'm referring to. If you look down in the bottom there, you can see where it's uploading. It's got like 31 seconds left. Yours may say an hour left. You got to pay attention to this uploading in the bottom. And also, it gives you a chance to work on your title. and your description to see how it's going to look. Now, something that I think I didn't know I learned is describing your video file name. In other words, you could just put, if you create it, might say, ABC123 XYZ, whatever, that's the name of the file. Well, if you leave it like that, that's not really going to help you grow your watch hours and subscribers. If you title your file name, the video file, and a title file, and your thumbnail file, all relating it to your topic, the video, that will get you more watch hours and more watch time and more subscribers, because that gives more information for YouTube search engine to show it out to different people. Okay, and if you notice, I'm showing how many characters that you can put in the description box. Some people don't utilize all of that, but you should. You should put in as much information as you possibly can. And also, let's say, like for me, did a video early on dementia caregiving, because that's something that I'm passionate about too. In my description of all those Duchess DJ Dementia Diaries videos, I put in the links to my books that you can go and purchase. I also link articles on my blog that you can go read to get more information. Also, I reference my playlist. So if you're interested in that one video, you may want to watch more. You can go to my playlist and watch all of them. These are ways to get the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours. You have to utilize the tools that are accessible to you. And also the thumbnail. You got to think about your thumbnail. Here's what I like about the YouTube features with a thumbnail. You can upload a thumbnail, you can auto generate one from your video, or you can even test and compare, which is a cool thing. And if you notice with the yellow arrows pointing, it says that the checks are complete, no issues found. That is a good thing. That's what you're looking for, to make sure everything's uploaded properly. Now we're going to discuss again the thumbnail thing. As you can see, I've uploaded some of my thumbnails, and I'm going to compare two of them just to see which one will do better. Also, you can see the ones that were auto-generated, and you get choices with your thumbnails which ones to choose from. So I would play around with that, test and compare to see what your audience likes. That way you'll be better at designing and crafting your thumbnails. Also, I use Canva to craft my thumbnails. I like Canva. They have a free version if you're, conserving on the cost. Subscribe. You need to remind your people to subscribe. That's important too. And give them the information that they need in that description. Remember, that description is important. And if you see here, your thumbnail, if you're trying to upload a file that's bigger than the YouTube specs, it will let you know it. So you have to go back and edit it and, reduce the size. So watch for that when you're creating your thumbnails too. Another useful thing that I have found is with managing your videos is to go ahead and set your defaults. So when you upload a video, and let's just say that you don't have time to go and get all the details in it, but you need to have something, or especially if you're going live and you decide to go live really fast, here's a where you can go ahead and have those channel defaults set so that you can have something in there telling about you anyway, your channel, what's going on with it. Of course, you get to look at me. This is my channel, Duchess DJ Love, and I would love it if you would subscribe. If you find travel, money, caregiving, or social media tricks and tips, then follow me for more, because I'm going to be telling you how to do all this. And then when you want to move on with your slide to the next step, I remember I said the playlist. The playlist is important, especially if you're a new channel just starting out. I would suggest you put out 8 videos to start with, and at least have 2 playlists. 4 of those videos go in one playlist, 4 to go in the other one. Or if you only have one focus, your niche is just one thing, then link all 8 videos in that playlist. And this is where you would link it to the playlist. And I like to highlight every chance I can, where my website, I put the QR code. If you want to go subscribe to it, that's for your viewing pleasure. And you can see where it says playlist in the My Choices. So this one here is Mastering Dementia, you know, I'm talking about. So I'm going to put it under my dementia support tips playlist. And so you just check the box and select which one do you want to put on and then click done. And then you're ready for the next step. And you're just moving right along with creating your awesome video that's going to get you 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. You're doing well now. You're on your way. Some other things to look for. After that, you'll scroll down, you'll see the show more button. You need to click that show more button to continue on with the other things that YouTube wants you to pay attention to. And again, remember we talked about the YouTube specs. This is where they come into play. They're going to ask you if this content has been altered, and you have to select yes or no. That's important. And two, you have to select if my content has any paid promotional items. Like, let's say you're only going on, like me, I'm traveling to Paris and I use my GoPro. Well, let's say GoPro gave me a GoPro to use to try out, and, they give me money to advertise it when I'm doing my reels and videos. Then this is where I would say, hey, my video has paid content. So let's check that box. And if I make something to look real, let's just say that, I don't know, say I put the Eiffel Tower on the opposite street of where it's at or something. That's altering the real situation. So you would check that. And sometimes, you do cool things with your content creation, and you would need to put that it was altered. Again, these are just things, the specs that you have to go over with YouTube and make sure that you're following the rules and doing as you're supposed to do. Again, this helps you get the content views that you're needing too. Automatic chapters here. This one that I'm not a big fan of. And the reason why is, YouTube uses AI to figure out where the breaks in your video is going to be, as they call it, chapters. I personally like to go ahead and do my own chapters myself and break it out and not do this one, because I don't want it to where it thinks just because I pause that I'm ending that topic. Because like I say, I might be pausing saying, okay, I want you to think about the 3 things that you need to do for your YouTube channel. Well, I'm going to pause right here and give you time to think about it before I start talking on. Well, they may take that as, okay, she's done with that topic, moving on, when I'm truly not. Again, if you want to check the boxes where it says about the featured places, or, a concept, something you're talking about, I would say techie or scientific or something where someone may need to look that up, then you would want to allow that. And most of the time I do, because, hey, I may talk about a dementia caregiving tip that no one's familiar with, or a YouTube SEO task that you could do to make your videos better, but you didn't know what it's at, or you need to learn more about it. You can click when I say SEO optimized. You can go Google search that to find out. This will help you with that. Now your tags. Your tags are important. I hear different YouTube, as I would call them, champions, leaders, the ones that know the most in the YouTube because they've been doing it a while. They may say that tags are not that important. I feel that tags are important, because how else is the search engine going to know kind of what your video is about? And if you're a new channel, then these tags are important, because this is the only way, well, not the only way, but it's one of the ways that the search engine knows pull your video, because these tags are related to it to get viewers to watch. And if you like me, I want people to watch. That's the whole reason I'm doing this. I want people to watch my material, and I want to help you. And again, you got to tell them, if they like your content, to hit that subscribe button. And if you remind them, hit that subscribe button, or have it easy for them, they can click it. That's one of the things, you have to remind people you asked to ask. And so I'm going to ask you, if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. It will help me out. And two, what you watch and your comments will help me grow and refine my material to make it even better each week. So that's when you do that. So just say, hey, thank you. I appreciate you subscribing. Again, it is always a way to remind folks, because sometimes they don't. I mean, they're like, oh, I'll do it later. But if you remind them, they may do it right then before they forget. Now, the next step that I find that's probably one of the most valuable to get your 4,000 watch hours and is this right here. Publish to your subscription feed and notify your subscribers. Well, if you like me, when I started my brand new channel, I told my friends, family, everybody, please subscribe to my YouTube channel to help me meet that magic number of 1,000 subscribers while I work on the 4,000 watch hours. Well, guess what? They love me. They want to support me. They did that. However, they do not care about watching my content sometimes, or they may have other interests. They'll watch it occasionally, but they're not like, okay, she's put on your video, let's go watch it. So you uncheck this, so it doesn't affect your rating, so to speak. Because if you check it, and let's say all your family and friends are, your 1,000 subscribers supposed to watch it, but none of them do. Well, that tells YouTube and the algorithm that this is a dud. Not even her subscribers want to watch it. So why will we push it out to anyone else? And that's it. You want YouTube to push out your material to get more views. So I would uncheck this box unless your audience is, watching everything you put out there, and you don't have to worry about that. Just saying. Because mine is, I need to uncheck that box. That way they'll watch it when they can, or the right people will find it. And again, with these YouTube specs, you have the choices where you can allow the embedding or the short remixing. I like to use the shorts remixing because, hey, if you like my content, I want you to remix it and share it. That just gets more publicity for me, and it gets the word out about what I'm talking about. Now, category. We're going to talk more in detail about category later, but your category for your topic is important. You don't want to put your category as education when it's travel, or you don't want to put your channel as how to when it's, talking about, I don't know, let me see something, another topic here, science. You got to choose the right categories. And I'm going to show you a list of the categories here in a minute. Because categories are important. As you can see right here, I'm showing all this to you. So again, I wouldn't want my travel and events category to be under gaming. And I wouldn't want my people and blogs to be under nonprofit activism unless that's what it's about. So you want to select the correct category for your video. And it can change. It can change. It may not be the same thing every week. So just think about that too, that you can change these categories from each video. And since I talk on several different things, I have to change mine on a regular basis because I'm passionate about more than one thing. Okay, now continuing on to creating a great video, you need to add your end cards and your ID cards. This is where you give other videos that you have done a chance to shine too. Because if they like one thing and you got it to click on, or you can click on it, then hey, you can find another video that they'll like. And then you got to think about too, where are you going to put the placement of these ID cards? The end cards, go at the last 5 seconds, which that's where it's supposed to go. But your ID card, you can put that in a key place where someone will see it and they want more information. So, you can choose for your end card too the best video. You can upload something, or you can actually, pick from your videos which video do you want them to see at the end screen that you think will benefit them after they watch this one, to keep those watch hours flowing. That's what we want. And so here you can go and search for your video that you want to choose to show in your end screen. So once you've chosen your video that you want, it's going to be highlighted for you. And then if you want to, you can add an element for your playlist, which remember I said playlist is key. I would absolutely represent my playlist in the video so someone can click on it and watch all of your playlists. And look, you're talking about watch hours racking up. If they watch your playlist in the continuous loop, then yeah, they're interested. And two, that gives you the necessary watch hours that you're looking for. So think about all the tools that you're giving when you upload a good video that you may have missed, not knowing how to do all this. This is why I wanted to bring it to your attention, how to create a great video. You can do your playlist cards. You can put a teaser on it. You can highlight what you want them to maybe get out of it. Put a catchy phrase. And this way, your video is going to get some attention. You got to think about that. You got to think about how can I promote my video? What all can I do with the options that are available in uploading my video? And you want to upload your video the correct way. And two, copyright. If you're going to be monetized, you can't have no copyright issues found. 0, 0, 0. So you got to make sure that you use the YouTube music, or you use music that you have rights to commercially show if you're going to be monetized. And you can see here, I'm showing my week 2 stats. I want you to know that my channel is growing. That's not the official stats, but that's just kind of give you an idea of me. I'm growing. That's the whole point of this. I'm sharing with you what I learn each week. And giving tips, comment, let me know what you like if you've done this before, you hadn't done this. Okay, now when you uploading your video and you setting it, how you want your visibility. Remember before I said if it's high quality, it may take 24 hours to upload 4K, especially it may take a while. You want it to publish when it's completely done, or are you trying to do it before then? I would say go ahead and make it public, but set it later. Time it a day or two later. That's where you hit the schedule button to schedule for a later time. Let's say that you're not finished with the video, but you want to get everything uploaded so you can mark it private until you have a chance to, get all the description that you need. You get a chance to make sure that your title is SEO worthy. You'll make sure that you got everything, your checks and balances. You go through this list and make sure you've done everything before you want it to go out. You can also unlist it in the same way so that gives you time to make sure you have everything. Once it goes live or you want to publish it for visibility, everything you need to do is there. So these are just key points to remember, and that's with the visibility. As you can see, I'm showing a little bit of the Duchess DJ Love, my show, and description about it. So if you're interested, you're just checking this one video, you can learn more about me. Hey, I like that. Sharing the love here, okay? All about sharing some love. Getting back to the visibility though. You can set as a premiere too. That gives you a few minutes of like build up before your video shows. So if people are just scrolling through, they see that might get them to stop and watch your video. Gets their attention. That's a tip. That's a tip. That's a tip. So you want to be sure that you use those visibility cues where you can select those to, get your video more highlighted more, to show it off, to let people know, hey, it's coming. You got 2 minutes before the countdown actually goes live. So that's a good thing. So you can schedule. You choose the date, the time. You can set up as a premiere. And before you publish it, you check the following. Make sure everything that you got, everything that you should have in it. That you've also went through all the checks of this video upload to make sure you haven't missed anything YouTube requires. And before you publish, you got to check the following about the kids. You got to make sure that if this kid's viewing this video, there's a section you have to check about that and make sure that you're following compliance on that with the kids being in the video. Again, these YouTube specs are important. That's like I mentioned that we have to go over these and, make sure that we choose the right ones. Again, when you set up your premiere, you want to choose the right time that you want it to show up. Let's say that you're doing a video and you're in a different country, a different time zone, but you want to keep on schedule. So you would choose the time zone with the time that your folks are, normally watching your video so that they'll know that it's coming up. These are just clues for them, but yet you can sit in a different time zone because you never know. If you're like me, you traveling all the time, you forget what time it is and where you're at. And it's 5 o'clock somewhere all the time. Okay, then with the countdown on your premiere, you can check for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever. You can choose different things of music. You can even add a trailer or redirect your video when someone was watching, which is a really cool feature because if you want to set up like a 2-minute trailer to let them know more about the video that's coming, they can quickly watch that as it's coming up too. Again, with the countdown with the premiere, you can choose how you want it. You can see what I chose, the ambient 1 minute, 1 or 2 minutes, just to give it when people are scrolling, that gets their attention. They might say, oh, I got to watch this. Again, we're all about the watch hours and getting subscribers, but you got to have good quality content. You got to give information that your audience is seeking so that they will tune in and they will watch. And I've been told to look closer into the camera when I talk. And again, since this is new to me, I got to learn and grow. So if you watch me each week, you can comment, hey, Duchess, you did better this week. I can see some improvement, or I like what you're talking about. Again, storytelling is important in having a great video too, which is not part of how you create one and set it up. But at the same time, you got to be a storyteller to get your message across. And make sure that you've put in everything that you need for your visibility when your video goes live. That way, the right settings can build your customer base. And you want to give them something that they're looking for. That's important too. And then you got the participant mode, how you want that set, like your subscribers. What I like is with the subscribers button, if you schedule, you can go over here and choose subscribers. And that means you can set the setting to where they have to be a subscriber for 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, before they can comment. And sometimes if they want to comment and if they have to subscribe before they can comment, again, they'll do it, which is a plus, right? You know, until you want people to comment that's going to watch your material, give good feedback, which helps you with the comments. And two, remember I'm highlighting, check out my playlist here. I got my title, I got my description, I got my file name. So everything is lining up. And you see how I did the outline here? So that's what they call the automate chapters. I automate my chapters with my outline so that you can just click on these and go straight to that portion in the video. How cool is that, right? Now, here's the final thing. You got to check out, make sure that you've reviewed everything. You got your video ready to go. You looked at the title. He's got a good title. You got to make sure people are liking it. How you get them to like it, you got to have good quality content. You got to ask too, will you like, comment, share my material? Hey, if you don't ask, you don't receive. So you got to ask. Okay. You got to make sure that you have it in there where they can subscribe. You got to put in there, hey, here's where I want you to subscribe. You can just click on this link. Remind them. You got your outline showing them what the video is about. Quickly, they can look through it and say, oh, I only need this part. Let me click on and watch that. Then if they watch that part and like it, then they may want to watch the whole video. You also want to make sure that your keywords are coming into the search engine. And these are just stats to look for to make sure that you have a great video, again, to get those thousands of watch hours. Okay, we got to have thousands of watch hours to be monetized on YouTube. But that's not the whole goal for being on YouTube. Like for me, I want to help people. I really do. That's what it's about. But at the same time, hey, why not make a little bit of money if you can? I had AdSense on my gallivantinglikearoyal.com blog, so I want AdSense to be on my YouTube videos. And again, let's just do a recap here for your available video settings. Title. That's the video title and has to have a character limit of 100 characters and cannot include invalid characters. Again, this is where the YouTube specs come into play. So these are just things to remember. Now you can see my lovely self again here. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more and give you a recap of everything we just talked about. We just gave you an overview of the title. Now the description. This info shows what your video is about, your video attributions, and you can use different formats like the channel name, the video title, the video ID, whatever you want to do. And you can correct your videos. And if you do correct it, let people know, hey, I updated this. I cut, at a certain timestamp, I corrected such and such. And to give you an example, let's just say at 1 minute and 35 seconds, I had to correct something. And you just tell them, hey, I had to edit this out. I misspoke, blah, blah, blah. Again, your video descriptions have to have a character limit of 5,000 characters, and it cannot include the invalid characters. So just make sure that you know that. And try not to get any active strikes. That's not a good thing. So don't get any active strikes, and make sure that your views and the correct features are as they're supposed to be, okay? Your thumbnail, which I think is one of the most important things, more so than the title. To me, the thumbnail is because that's the image viewers will view before they click on your video. And to me, that's what I look at that thumbnail. If it catches my eye, then I'm going to read the title. If the title follows suit, I'm like, oh, this sounds interesting. Then I'm going to read that description and find out a little bit more before I click. So the thumbnail is a big thing, though, to get people to click your video. Again, a playlist. Always add your videos to one of your existing playlists or create a new one. But you need to have a playlist and recommend that to folks in your comments. Like on this video, it's about dementia. I may click OK in the comments. Hey, thank you for watching. Here's my dementia support caregiving tips playlist. Please click it and check on it. You got to let people know. Your audience. You have to comply with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. And you're required to tell people about the videos made for kids or not. That's important. That's a YouTube spec that you gotta comply with. Okay, age restriction videos. Too, your video may not be appropriate for certain audiences. Again, another YouTube spec that you have got to comply with. Related video. This is the great thing about related videos. You can choose one from your channel that's to let someone else know, look at this. Like if you put a short, load up a short, have that short be related to another video to get you more watch time. Again, a, a quick short gets you some views. It says related video, goes to a topic that relates to that video. They click it, then they like that video, say, okay, you want more? Here's my playlist. Again, can you see how that can go from 0 watch hours to 10 watch hours really quick? Okay. And then with the advanced feature access, this is where you can edit your shorts to include links to a different video, update your short information, and that kind of thing. And even the videos, shorts, and live content can all be linked, which is the plus to get more watch hours. Again, though, you got to follow the community guidelines. That's important. YouTube channel guidelines, that's important. Don't forget those. Follow suit with those. Okay. Paid promotion. Remember, we talked about this. You got to let your viewers know that your video has a paid promotion. So in other words, you can't be talking about, oh, you love, let me see what I like. Oh, Pantene shampoo. It makes my hair look, beautiful. Well, if I keep going on and on about it, and let's say they paid me to say that, then it will be false advertising. I just get, oh, Pantene's so great, Pantene's so great, but yet they paid me to say it. So that's where you got to let people know that your video does have a paid promotion, and they can take it however they want to take it. Okay. The altered content, we talked a little bit about that, but to follow YouTube's policy, you're required to tell folks that the content is altered or synthetic, seems real, but may not be real. You can always click on that little icon when you're uploading your video to learn more about that and whether you need to disclose it or not. Again, we talked about the automatic chapters, which I'm not a big fan of. But you can add video chapter titles and timestamps to your videos to make them easier to watch. You can create your own video chapters or use the automatically generated chapters by clicking the Allow Automated Chapters checkbox. Hey, see, it's easy. They kind of make it easy for you here. Feature places. Remember we talked a little bit about that too? Feature places, when available and eligible, uses destinations you have promptly highlighted in your description, video, transcript, and video frames. Excuse me. Oh, allergies getting here to me. Let's start over with that one. Feature places. Feature places when available and if they're eligible. Okay, folks, I'm going to have to take a little break. We're going to have to see a video right quick because I'm losing my voice with my allergies. So you get to see a video. Let me see if I can find something really cool for you to watch for just a few minutes. And then I'll be back to finish up on this. Wow, you might know finding a video for me to play is tough too. Here we go. Hello, Royals. It's Duchess DJ Love, host of Gallivanting Like a Royal. How are you this evening? Hope you're doing well, and thank you for watching. No matter if you're listening on the podcast or you watching live stream or you catch me on the replay. Thank you. I appreciate you joining this evening. We're going to talk about wealth, real estate, and show some travel inspiration. As you know, I love my digital creations that I come up on my travels to show you some of the beautiful places that I've seen, give you some travel tips, and just, I don't know, lighten up the mood a little bit. We hear enough negative things. We got to hear some positive things. So again, thank you for watching. And since we're talking about wealth, I must show. And since we're talking about wealth, we're going to go right back to our YouTube how to load that great video to skyrocket with 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And we were talking about feature places. I touched on this when I was going through my slides to show you how to do this correctly when you upload that video. Feature places, when available and eligible, it uses destinations you have highlighted in your description, video transcript, or video frames to highlight key places in the carousel in the description of your video. You can opt out of this feature places, unselect the Allow Automated Feature Places checkbox. Note, feature places don't use your device location data or affect what ads are shown in your video if you're monetizing. Just something to think about there. Remember those tags we talked about. Add descriptive keywords to help correct search mistakes. Tags can be useful if the content of your video is commonly misspelled. Otherwise, tags play a minimal role in your video's discovery. I kind of disagree with that a little bit. Again, if you're a new channel, if you use tags, that's how people can find your videos. And if someone's searching, okay, where's the best place to stay in Paris? Well, if that's not the title of your video and it's not in the description, but you talk about that, you need to put that in the tag. That way people know that that's going to be a part of the video. And language. Use the language and the caption certification. You need to choose the official video language that you're using. And for me, it'll be English. That's the easy one, right? The recording date and location. You don't have to enter this, but you can enter the date the video was recorded and where it was filmed if you want to. That's up to you. In the license and distribution, under another YouTube spec, you can select your video where it can be embedded on a different website or indicate if you'd like to send notification to your subscribers for your new video. Again, I choose embedded because I like to put some of my videos on my website so that if you're reading a blog, you may actually want to see a video blog versus the blog reading it. You want to see it in color first, and then you go back to reading. Again, with short remixing, you can allow others to create shorts using the audio of your video. Hey, how cool is that? Like, you like my voice? You want to use my voice and other things? Hey, bring it on. Category. This is what I talked about the category. Make sure that your video is in the right section. So you select a category so viewers can find your video more easily. For education, you can choose one of the following options. You select the activity, the concept overview, a how-to, lecture, problem walkthrough, real-life application, the science experiment, tips, or other as your educational type. Then for your problems, you add the timestamp and the question that is answered in your video. And this is only available for the problem walkthrough education type too, by the way. And there's other ways to use the education, like if it's an exam. You know, what if you're taking this video, it's going to help you. What's the exam course or what's the level that's going to help you pass? These are things you put in for the educational category. Again, if it's on travel, you do travel. If it's people and blogs, you know, you have interview channel type podcast, that would be good for that. Comments and rating. You choose whether your viewers can leave comments on the video. You choose whether they can like your videos. You can control that. I want you to like and comment on mine. So I'm just saying here, hey, again, the visibility. You choose the privacy settings of your video to control where your video can appear and who can watch it. Sometimes you want it to be private or you want it unlisted if you have a membership group, someone only they can watch it. Again, that does not count towards your 4,000 watch hours though. It's got to be public visibility to count towards those 4,000 watch hours. Keep that in mind. Subtitles and captions, that's another good thing to reach a broader audience. Again, we talked about those end screens. Add those visible elements to the end of your video, and your video must be at least 25 seconds or longer to add an end screen because it's going to be 5 seconds at the end. And cards, you add the interactive content to your video to let them know, hey, you can click this to watch this. So for instance, if you want to make a note about the videos, a specific game, you can select the gaming category, then add a title in the video's advanced settings. And that's it for how to create a great video. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you benefit from the knowledge how to upload a video, use all the tools that's in the YouTube settings to make them work for you. Again, make your video work for you to gain those 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Hit that comment button and let me know if you liked it or not. Also hit that subscribe button if you want to learn what I'm going to tell you about next week. As I grow, you can grow. You can learn as I do this. And I'm not paying for any coaches. I'm not using any special equipment right now. That doesn't mean in the future I will. I want to see what we can do building a channel from scratch with a small channel from 0, how we can really grow it. And if I can do it, you can do it. So stay tuned in. Bye. And I appreciate you watching my videos. That means a lot to me. Hope you have a great day. And since we're talking about the video, let me show you quickly the 5 steps to grow your channel that I did in last week's video. So if you want to go back and watch it to learn more, let's show that right quick. Okay, that's all. And thank you for watching. I hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.